Miss Gigi Star, as host for Wednesday Star Talents. Join Gigi with her amazing talented guests every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. as she showcases abundant film and different talents. Be known, be discovered, be inspired. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Gigi Star. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Gigi Star.
Hello everybody, welcome to Wednesday Star Talent, and of course I have here the very beautiful and tall Chuy Tew. Yay! Salamat! And you know what, I have to ask you first because can you really tell us how to say your name?
Yes, okay, so the American or anglicized way is just Shooty 2.
Chuy?
Shooty 2, like the number.
Oh, Chuy Tew.
Shooty 2, just because it's a lot easier. Like, for example, Lucy Liu, it's not Liu, but it's just Lu. So I just say 2, like the number, or like, you know, you chew your food.
Okay.
So I like to say Shooty is like, you know, we love shoes, right? Jimmy Choo, Jimmy Shooty 2.
Chuy Tew. So
Yes,
remember,
Shooty 2.
Chuy Tew. Chuy like Jimmy Choo, and 2 like number 2.
Yes.
All right, so this is episode 23 of Wednesday Star Talent, of course, and we have here our special audiences here. Thank
you, guys.
We have Andy, we have Remy, we have JR, JP, and of course Joe Yu. So how are you doing today?
I'm very good. It wasn't as hot as it's been, so, you know, cooler. It's nice.
You're actually my first Filipino-American Hollywood actress. So this is
wow.
actually like a big deal for me. That's why I dressed up nice for you. That just so happened. And it just so happened that we're both wearing like the red.
We got the red
dress.
memo.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
It'd be good to wear red.
Yes.
Good luck.
Yeah. So by the way, you drove all the way far away from
Playa del Rey.
Yes.
West Side. West Side.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming here tonight, and you're really on time. You're really early. So tell me, we're going to talk about you, of course. How long have you been into acting?
For a good long while, many decades.
Yeah?
I like to say that my lucky break was when I got cast as a lead in first grade as Snow White.
Really? Wow.
Well, and here's what's funny is I grew up in the Midwest, and there aren't a lot of Asians. You know what I mean?
Which part of Midwest did you live?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
So you know Laverne and Shirley, Happy Days, all of that? That's it. That's Milwaukee. Milwaukee Brewers, land of Pabst Brewery, oh my gosh, Harley Davidson, you name it.
So you're really
You're
Americanized, but were you born in the Philippines or were you born in Milwaukee?
No, I was actually born in New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that accounts for my love of jazz. But here's what's really interesting. Both of my parents are physicians. They did their residencies at Tulane University in New Orleans. So that's how it all works.
Yeah. So by the way, what's your background? Can you tell us your background? Because
of course.
right now, all our viewers right now are like really watching us right now. Who's this Chuy Tew? Chuy Tew. Now you know who she is. We'll know more about her.
Thank you. I am half Chinese and half Filipina, and of course, in the Filipina side, there's some Spanish roots in there because I know in my roots there's the Lusabias and the Ferrers and you know a lot of Spanish influence or shall we say a taste of Spanish in there somewhere.
That is such a good mix because you look like you're tall and you're like you've been working out. I think definitely I can tell, and you know what I mean. Like by the way, like being Asian in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
How's the experience? How are they able to you know, what's the attitude? How do they greet you in a Hollywood environment?
Settings. You know, that's a really good question because I first started my official acting career in Chicago, and I think it was a little bit more insular there. It's not as multicultural, at least back then. I was in the acting communities and doing theater and commercials and whatnot in the 90s. And what's interesting is back then I would get what's called you get pinned or you're on ice or you're on hold when they're interested in you for a job. And I would get the feedback of, oh my gosh, it's between you and another girl. They love you. And then we go, you know what, it went to the other girl. They decided to go non-ethnic. Or they decided to go girl next door. And I'm like, wait a second, I can be girl next door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think they're thinking, okay, she's more exotic or whatever. And so I wanted to move from Chicago to LA to escape that.
And how long ago was that?
That was in the mid-'90s. I was doing commercials theater. I worked with the European Repertory Company over there, and it was awesome. I really, in fact, I love the theater community.
What theatrical movies have you ever done?
So in terms of films, gosh, you know, sometimes I forget. It sounds crazy, but I'm like, okay, where's my resume again? What did I do? Because you can't forget.
You've probably done a lot of things. That's why you forgot about it. But what was the first time that you were given a big break?
Well, there are so many different types of breaks. I have to tell you, I was very blessed because within the first couple of months of being in LA, I booked my first pilot. It didn't get picked up, but it was a sitcom. It was called The Guy Named Max, but no one's ever seen it because it was never picked up. So that was a lot of fun, and I remember asking the dumbest questions, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I would, for example, I remember asking the director. I was like, so, excuse me, can you please tell me where the bathroom is?
And you didn't even know that he was a director.
Right. Well, and he goes, why don't you ask a PA? That's not my job. And later on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I asked the director that. I feel like such an idiot. You know what I mean?
That could be the same thing too when you ask Nolly, where's the bathroom at?
Yes, exactly.
That's not my job.
Yeah, you could have been like,
the bathroom is right there. Ask Andy.
excuse me, yeah,
Right?
don't ask me that.
Yeah, that could have been probably difficult to be able to, being Asian, you know how it is, in Hollywood most of the time when I was growing up, it's always, if I see it on TV, it's always blonde girls, you know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
how are you able to change that kind of concept of thinking they have?
You know, I'm so glad you asked that because I think that is something that every Asian American actor,
needs to
male
be
and female,
changed.
yes, it really does. It really, really does. Something that I battled all throughout my life. I mean, having been born in the United States, some people will still look at me and go, I was actually shocked. When I was already here in LA, this was late 90s now, and I went to a bar, we're all dancing and drinking and stuff, and a woman came up to me and asked me, she's like, how long have you been in this country? I'm like, she automatically assumed that I wasn't born here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. And I was thinking, wait a second, I thought people were supposed to be open-minded in LA. So it was kind of shocking. But we're trying more and more, I think every single Asian American actor and actress, trying to make forays into showing that we are very much a fully blended part of society. I mean, I'm thinking of actresses now, but like Lucy Liu on Elementary and Sandra Oh on Grey's Anatomy. Those are just two people. But yay, you see more and more faces.
So you're happy about it, that they're changing. Huge. They're kind of changing right now. Instead of getting a almost American, they should get some Asian people, just like you're here right now. Maybe there's some viewers out there, producers, writers to change your mind and be able to have Churi too, to have more break and more projects. And of course, we're actually going to talk about your movie, your upcoming movie called Pretty Rose Bud.
Yes.
Before we talked about that, it's called Pretty Rose Bud. But by the way, do you speak Tagalog?
I don't. I would have to say Hindi, right?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Hindi or Dili. Because I Bisaya. Yes, my parents are both Bisaya. My father is from Cebu and my mom is from Davao. So I only know a few select words here and there in both Tagalog and Bisaya, and I mix them up. Half the time I'm not sure. Is that a Bisaya?
You should probably get a Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, that's a Rosetta Stone. That's exactly what I mean.
Have an iPhone right now that says translate everything into English to Tagalog.
That would be great.
They're really good. So we're going to talk about Pretty Rose Bud. Which in Tagalog, what do you think pretty rosebud in Tagalog is? Pretty means, we'll talk about it.
Maganda.
Pretty means maganda and rosebud means bulaklak, rosebud. Okay.
Ubod ng rosas.
Oh, yun. So he said pretty rosebud means magandang ubod ng roses. That is
The bloom of
the bloom of the
I'm going to
rose.
try to say that.
Yeah.
Maganda ubud.
Ubod ka na magandang.
Magandang ubod ng rosas.
Okay. Magandang ubud ng rosas.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so we're going to talk about pretty rosebud when we go on break. So to all the viewers out there, please stand by and we're going to be right back.
Di mo alam, miss kami na babalik sa'yo. Kami nang gigigil lahat sa iyong labi. Sa hita mo na kay puti. Di na alam kung ano ang aming gagawin. Kapag nakikita mukha mong kay ganda, sumasaya ang tanawin. Nakakabalik. I've got to get going. I've got to get going. I've got to get going. Get going.
All right, welcome back to Wednesday Star Talent. And of course, I'm your host. My name is Gigi Star. We're on our episode 23. And of course, I'm happy to announce, well, we've already been chatting, but I was going to say that I have here the very beautiful and talented and a Filipino-American Hollywood actress, Shuri Tu.
Hello, everybody.
All right. So before we pause and break, we actually talk about your movie coming up. It's called Pretty Rosebud in Tagalog. Magandang ubod ng rosas.
Okay, I'm going to try one more time. Magandang ubud ng rosas.
Yay!
Hey, wow, I can actually speak a little
That
Tagalog
sounds
now.
so good and sexy when you say it.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
sounds
does.
so
Yeah,
sexy than
it sounds so
Venezuela.
Frenchy.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so let's talk about your movie. So your movie, like, what is your movie all about?
Okay, so first of all, here's a little tidbit, factoid, if you will. My mom, who was born in the Philippines, she grew up with a nursery rhyme, a song called Pretty Rosebud. And so it's kind of neat that the title started in the Philippines. It's like public domain. It's a rhyme, and they would sing it in school. And the song talks about to be a pretty rosebud, you have to grow. So the idea of the film is that Sissy, the main character, needs to learn to grow, find her voice, and find her true self throughout her journey. So I think something that a lot of Asians, a lot of Asian Americans, a lot of immigrants feel is they feel a lot of pressure from parents,
That's true.
right?
Mhm.
Expectation.
Yeah.
Gigi, did you feel any
Yeah,
pressure?
I told girls right now. I think I'm Cece right now.
Oh, yes,
I'm Gigi.
Yes,
And
Gigi and Sissy. Oh
and
my
they're-
gosh,
Yes.
you are now channeling
Yes.
Sissy.
Okay. So I'm pretty rosebud, I guess.
I think you are. Actually,
Yes.
that's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
I'm-
Yeah, we were
I'm
talking
actually-
a little bit before this, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm actually like trying to like really get involved with this. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Mhm.
So basically, Sissy is in a pretty boring marriage right now to an unemployed architect. And one of the challenges that they have, I think that a lot of people will be able to relate to, is economic pressures. You know, like unemployment. And what do you do? Especially, and how does that affect a relationship?
Of
And
course.
now, since you, Miss Gigi, are on the dating scene, I think you can relate to this. Hey,
No one's watching
everyone.
right now. Okay?
Yes, yes,
Set it
exactly.
up now.
She's
Okay.
dating. Wonderful people. And there's a pressure on women nowadays and men, but when you're in a relationship and or marriage, what happens if someone is unemployed? If there's
You get bored.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If there's an inequity, and who's responsible, and someone does more than the other. It causes a lot of friction, a lot of politics. So that's one thing. I think traditionally in every culture, the man is
Supposed to be the breadwinner.
You took the words right out of my mouth,
Yeah.
Gigi. That is exactly
Yeah.
it. And in this situation, Sissy's the breadwinner, and so it
It's
it
a
builds
no-no.
on.
Especially in Asian culture, I guess. Or I think everybody, in any culture, I guess. Guy should be the one who's providing their family, their needs, right? Do you agree about that? Of course, it's a big turn off. If I'm the one working, if the guy's not working, next. Right, Remy? Independent woman.
Yes, there you go. And I'm so glad you said that,
Mhm.
because that is totally in the film. And then there's also the pressure, once you're married, the pressure to you must have children when you're having kids, and in this day and age, a lot of working women put that off,
Exactly.
for several years. So she's getting this pressure, and at the same time, there's that dynamic that you were just talking about. Wow, why isn't the husband, pulling his share, pulling his weight? So there's that. Then there's also the parental expectations of, why aren't you
we already
popping
have
out the
kids.
children? Exactly. Then there's also the stresses, and I know this is very typical within Filipino culture, is religion and tradition and values and expectations and church, which is great that we as a Filipino culture are very spiritual and very religious and respectful of a higher power. I think there are times, though, when you get confused.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, what do you do? Sissy's caught in this situation. She doesn't know what to do, so she goes to church. You see her praying and going,
Yeah.
God, what do I do, kind of
Mhm,
thing.
mhm.
And another aspect of it is there's, and this might be a little bit controversial, so I had to
Mhm.
pause there for a second. I think traditionally in Asian cultures, just like we see that men are typically the breadwinners, we also see that women are not typically supposed to be all that sexual, and if they are, they're the whores. It's okay for a man to maybe cheat on his wife, but it's not okay for a woman to cheat on her husband.
Double standard.
The double standard.
Mhm.
So that is why I inserted that into this film. And we have oh gosh, that whole thing of stepping out, if you will, the adulterous flavor. So
I actually saw the trailer of the movie. And at the same time, I'm just kind of curious. Like, where was this shot?
okay, it was all shot in LA, and you will laugh, but a lot of it was shot in my husband and my condo, and then we stole a bunch of locations. We borrowed a lot of locations. This is an independent film, and it's been a labor of love. So we're really excited because we're doing the independent film circuit right now. We're submitting to film festivals.
I would like to see that on Netflix.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we'll let you know. We'll let you know when it premieres. We're actually going to have a screening before the end of the year, but we expect to start doing film festivals in 2014. So.
That's very interesting. Wow. And by the way, that movie is about like which background is it about? Like any? It covers all Asian culture, or mostly Filipino, or Chinese, or Thai.
That's a very really good question.
Mhm.
It's predominantly focused on Filipino/Filipino Chinese. The father is of Chinese descent and the mother is of Filipino descent.
That is so perfect. That's why you're here at FilipinoCentral.com, Wednesday Star Talent. Everything's like happened. Everything happened the way it should happen. But you know what? To all the viewers out there who's watching right now, if you have any questions, feel free to ask us questions because we're live right now. You can ask Chudy 2, any questions that you want to ask her. But she just mentioned she's married, but so boys, I'm sorry, but she's beautiful, and I wish you guys are here to see her in person. So, are we ready to show the trailer of the movie Pure Rosebud?
All right.
Okay, so guys, enjoy the trailer.
I was told that a good, happy life was achieved if you loved your family, went to church, excelled in your job,
You must be very proud of your wife. She's a huge asset to my campaign.
loved and supported your partner. I did all the right things. But I only disappointed everyone.
God damn it, sissy!
Especially myself.
Sisi, you should start having children.
My crazy wife's so busy at work, she doesn't have time for me, let alone kids.
So I stopped doing the right thing.
All work and no play makes Sissy a dull girl.
I play enough. Why spend one more minute of your life waiting to live it?
All right, wow, that video, that trailer is very intense. Very intense. Wow. So, by the way, I'm just going to ask you some personal questions about the movie. Of course, when you do things like this, your husband doesn't get jealous about this?
He directed it.
Oh, he was the one who directed
He was the director.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
but who's the writer of this movie?
I wrote it completely.
Wow, you
myself.
wrote it?
Yes.
So you're the writer, and your husband is the director?
Yes.
And who's the producer?
Both of us produced, but we had Rebecca who is Chinese.
Hi, Rebecca
who is Chinese.
Hello,
And-
Rebecca.
Yes, so it was a nice triumvirate of triumvirate. We kind of balanced each other out with all of our talents and our inclinations. So.
Wow. So, by the way, so when is this going to be showing?
Okay, so we plan on having a screening here in Los Angeles, cast and crew, and maybe some select people before the end of the year. And we're actually submitting to film festivals right now, and we expect to be doing the film festival circuit in 2014.
So, no definite date yet. But
No
we're gonna,
definite date.
definitely, you're going to keep us up to date. All right, so we're actually ready for the commercial right now, but before we go to our commercial, I'm going to ask you a question first. May question ba kayo mga viewers natin? No, they're speechless. They're speechless. They're still thinking about the stories that you have. Okay, so before we pause for a commercial, I'm going to ask you a question. Is like, being an Asian actress, like, what do people like your lookalike? You know, who do they think like the same level like you are? You know, like so. Before you're going to answer that question when we get back from our commercial, and. Ano ulit the question? What's the question again? The question was, who was your lookalike? Who's your lookalike? And who do you think like people they refer you to?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so before she answered that question, we're going to pause for a commercial. We'll be right back. We're so live, right? Woohoo!
I've got to get going. I've got to get going. I've got to get going. Get going. Di mo alam, miss kami na babalik sa'yo. Kami nang gigigil lahat sa iyong labi. Sa hita mo na kay puti. Di na alam kung ano ang aming gagawin. Kapag nakikita mukha mong kay ganda, sumasaya ang tanawin. Nakakabalik. Di mo alam, miss kami na babalik sa'yo. Kami nang gigigil lahat sa iyong labi. Sa hita mo na kay puti. Di na alam kung ano ang aming gagawin. Kapag nakikita mukha mong kay ganda, sumasaya ang tanawin. Nakakabalik. Di mo.
Absolutely.
All right, so welcome back to Wednesday Star Talent, episode 23. with me, of course, your host, Gigi Star, and I have here the most very beautiful and tall and talented Filipino-American Hollywood actress, Judy Tu. Okay, before we pause for a commercial, I asked her a question. My question was, who do people refer you to? Who's your lookalike celebrity?
Okay, I have a couple through my years, and the typical one is Tia Carrere, which is so funny because Gigi, you mentioned.
Yeah, people think of like, they say that I look like Tia Carrera.
Yeah, so
hi Tia Carrera. Never watching.
But what's funny, and you might get a kick out of this, I've been called or told that I have some similarities. I could be the Asian Angelina Jolie. I heard that, which I was totally flattered. Thank you very much. And then also kind of like an Asian Madeline Stowe, who she is on Revenge right now. They were referring to way back in the name, way back, the movie with Daniel Day-Lewis. Is it In the Name of the Father? I think that's what it was called. No, Last of the Mohicans. That's what it was called. Oh my goodness.
I think I know Angelina Jolie.
Yes, Angelina Jolie. Yeah. And I think that's it. But yeah, occasionally I'll get the, you look like the Asian fill in the blank. Yeah.
I would say that you look like Judy too.
Thank you.
You look like her. Are you Judy too?
I am actually. No, my answer should be. My answer should
look like
be
Judy too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Else, yeah.
Well, I should answer. Who wants to know? Because I mean, if it's because they want to arrest Judy too, I'm not Judy too.
And at the same time, I think like they think like a lot of people like all over the world. If you're Asian, they always refer you to another Asian actress, which
Absolutely.
is Lucy Liu.
Right.
You can look like Lucy Liu too.
Some people, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I like the Asian Angelina Jolie.
I like that one too.
Yes, of course. And you know what? I Googled your name, and I saw that you were at Days of Our Lives, The Internship, and what else? What are the...
some of the more recent films.
Two Broke Girls?
Two Broke Girls,
Really?
yes. Raising Hope, Southland, In Plain Sight, did General Hospital, did 24. I was in a film with Woody Harrelson and Sigourney Weaver, Robin White, Wright. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Called Rampart. That was 2010. So a bunch of films, a bunch of television shows. It's been a great ride.
So of all these shows that you've done, like The Internship, Days of Our Lives, which one is your favorite? Do you have any favorite?
Okay, I have favorites for different reasons. There was a show, I'll bring in actually the Filipino element, because I get a lot of, I'm often cast in things that have no ethnicity, which I'm really grateful for.
Yeah.
Because just as a quick segue, there are times when I have audition opportunities, people, casting will come back and say, well, she's not Asian enough. What does that mean?
You probably have bigger eyes for Asian.
That's exactly it. And by the way, it's really exciting because more and more Filipinos and Filipino Americans are coming into or onto the Hollywood scene. So they're getting to realize, okay, this is a different flavor of Asian, if you will. That was a cell phone in case you want to know.
It's
An out of this world cell phone. But what was the question again? I went off. I did the whole segue, tangent, segue.
Yes, your favorite.
Oh, my favorite project. Yeah. That's right. So I played a nanny in L.A. Dragnet several years ago with Ed O'Neill, actually, and Ethan Embry. And what I really loved about that was, as we all know, there are many Filipinas who are in some sort of caretaking role, be it a nurse or a caregiver of some sorts, a nanny, if you will. That's who the character that I played. And because I was Muslim, the character was Muslim, they automatically assumed that I was a terrorist and that I was guilty of the crime in the show of kidnapping. And what I love is any story that teaches people not to be racist, not to be sexist, not to be discriminatory in any sense. It kind of getting people to open up their minds. So that's why that's one.
So that's your favorite.
One of my favorites.
What is it called again?
It was a TV show called L.A. Dragnet, and
L.A. Dragnet. What channel is that?
No, it was a long time ago. You could probably see it on YouTube now. Yeah, L.A. Dragnet, and I played, the character was Mira Jamila. And yeah, I'm Mira Jamila.
I'm going to take a look at that. I need to Google that when we get out of here. But anyways, I think our viewers, our live audiences here, have some questions for you. So now let's have Remy here to ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Nice meeting you anyway. You know, everybody's watching. This is globally, okay? And maybe a lot of producer, you know, from the Philippines, that they're interested about you. Are you willing to do some show, movies, or any kind of entertainment?
That's a good question.
That is a great question, and I would love to. I would love to work in the Philippines and with Filipino talent, writers, directors, actors, producers. I recently had seen the amazing independent film Alagwa. Oh my gosh. I was blown away, and I was very proud, you know, to see Filipino talent and such an amazing story, you know, the whole child trafficking and everything like that. So yes, Remy, to answer your question, I would consider it a blessing to work over there.
Good, because I know that they're gonna love you, have you there, and then work with all the talented Filipino actor and actresses in the Philippines. And one more thing is, one of my CEO, Val Villar, is watching right now.
Hi, Val Villar.
Hi, Val Villar.
I really like to meet you.
Kumusta ka?
Yeah. Hi, Val. Thanks for watching WST, Wednesday Star Talents. And of course, you know what? I'm going to ask her a question too. Aside from acting, what else do you do? Do you sing?
Do you know what? I sing in my shower. I know you sing. I kind of sing. Yeah. I actually play classical piano. So that's my musical talent. Yeah.
That's a talent. I wish we have a piano right here so you can like show our viewers out there that you're very talented. Aside from acting, you can play the piano.
Yes,
how about dancing?
How about dancing?
Now, I have to say, I have danced. I did take it. I've been trained in ballet and jazz and modern, but I have to say, I'm quite rusty. Like, really, 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 really rusty. I would have to, I'd have to brush up, so to speak. But in terms of working out and all that kind of stuff, you know, taking Pilates.
Pilates? You like Pilates? Do you do yoga?
I do yoga. Yes, I'm not the most flexible person in the world, which is why I need to do.
What gym do you go to?
I actually just changed. I used to go to 24-hour fitness. Now I go to LA Fitness.
That's pretty go-to. All right. So before we're gonna pause for a commercial right now first, and then of course we're gonna talk about more about the movies and the shows that she's ever done and her future plans. Yeah. So stand by, guys, and we'll be right back.
Kami nababalik sa'yo. Kami nang gigigil lahat sa iyong labi. Sa hita mo na kay puti. Di na alam kung ano ang aming gagawin. Kapag nakikita mukha mong kay ganda, sumasaya ang tanawin. Nakakabalik. Di mo alam, miss, kami nababalik sa'yo. Kami nang gigigil lahat sa iyong labi. Sa hita mo na kay puti. Di na alam kung ano ang aming gagawin. Kapag nakikita mukha mong kay ganda, Sumasaya ang tanawin, nakakabalik. Di mo alam, miss kami na babalik sa'yo. Kami nang gigigil lahat sa iyong labi, sa hita mo na kay puti. Di na alam kung ano ang aming gagawin. Kapag nakikita mukha mong kay ganda, sumasaya ang tanawin, nakakabalik. I've got to get going. I've got to get going. I've got to get going. Get going.
All right, welcome back to Wednesday Star Talent episode 23, and I have here Judy too. Of course, episode 23. It is very interesting to get to guest an interview a Filipino American actress and to know exactly how it is going through, like how the Hollywood settings are. You know what I mean? Like having been able to you as an Asian Filipino American actress to get into Hollywood. That's such a big thing for us, and we'll be so much proud of you coming from the FilipinoCentral.com, and of course Wednesday Star Talent. So we're proud of you for being here tonight. Of course, yes, thank you so much. So I was gonna ask you something because of all the movies and shows that you've ever done, I remember Internship. I haven't watched it, but I want to watch it. But can you tell us something about like your role here at Internship with Owen Wilson and who's the other guy?
And Vince Vaughn.
And Vince, wow, big actors.
Yes.
I love their movies. I love their movies. Old school.
So funny.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
Totally.
Yeah.
And Wedding Crashers.
Yes.
So it's neat. The role that I play, you know how I was mentioning with Pretty Rosebud that have parental pressures, especially Asians, especially immigrants of all ethnicities. And so I actually play, we're getting a phone call. I'll make this quick.
After it's a message.
Oh, it's a message. Oh, okay. I play a Filipino mom who is very, very demanding and very, very perfectionistic. In fact, you may have heard of the term tiger mom, and that term has become very popular.
Tiger mom?
Yeah, tiger mom. Mom.
I think it's kind of like similar to call a tiger bomb.
Instead of tiger bomb,
tiger bomb.
instead of the tiger bomb, you put tiger mom.
Yeah, okay.
Right, exactly. Right. And so basically, I played a tiger mom, and my son happens to be one of the interns that Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson worked with.
Wow.
And yeah, it's pretty fun.
And what's the name of your intern?
My son. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Why am I? Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo. Hi, Yo-Yo. Maybe you can be in our show too.
Yes.
So don't forget, like Trudy too is here, and she was on Internship with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson while playing the role as a tiger mom.
Tiger mom.
With Yo-Yo is the real name of the person, or
It's the character.
Oh, the character.
Yo-Yo
is
Santos, and I was Mrs. Santos.
Yeah.
But it was played by the wonderful actor Tobit Raphael. So
Yeah.
he's also Filipino-American.
Yes. So I'm gonna watch it when I get home. I'm gonna watch it on Netflix. I'm gonna look for Internship. And
I'm not
I
sure
wanna watch
that's over
that.
yet. Hopefully soon.
Or
Coming to
maybe I
Netflix
can.
near you.
I don't know. There's a lot more movie website out there. So do you have any questions for anybody?
From Diane.
Okay.
It says, aside from being an actress, do you have any plans to be a director?
Oh, hi Diane. Thanks for the question. It's interesting because Pretty Rosebud was directed by my husband, Oscar Torre, and I was really inspired by him. That was his first project, his first foray into directing, and it was a feature. I was inspired to do the same. I haven't decided what yet. I am actually doing more writing at this point, but I would very much like to direct in the future.
Of course. Wow. Thank you so much. And of course here, do we have any more questions out there or any questions from our live studio audiences? Okay. By the way, I would like to say thank you, Rex, for chatting with us. He said more power to Filipinos, and of course that's the motive for our show, the FilipinoCentral.com. Wednesday Star Talent, to be able to feature Filipino Americans here, like talented, especially like Chewy. Can you say one again? Your name? Shuri too.
Shuri too.
Shuri too. Have you ever thought about like at first before you started, did you ever want to change?
I was, it was interesting because I had considered it. You hear of some people, a lot of people actually changing their names, but I just loved how my name sounded.
Shuri too. Very unique. Shuri too. Shuri too.
Well, you can think of like Chooty Tooty, but just take out the T at the end.
Shuri Tooty, Shuri too. Shuri too. Shuri too. Shuri too. Shuri too. That's Shuri too. Okay. What's the question?
Eric 99.
Okay. From Eric 99.
Yeah. He says, what are your plans in the future? Like having a family in the next 5 years, or being a
That's such a good question, Eric 99, because I was going to ask that question and you can read my mind. Wow. So the question was from Eric 99, thank you for watching, was what's your future plan? And what's your, regarding to family?
You want to have a family in the next
probably 5 years from now, 5 years.
Well, my husband and I were both very busy actors, writers, directors, etc. And so right now we're concentrating on our careers. It's already very challenging with our schedules, making sure that we have time for ourselves. And so for now, let's see what God has planned, right?
That's true.
We'll see what happens, but right now I can honestly say I'm a very proud mommy of a wonderful kitty. Sweepy, who acts like my daughter, and then also a very proud auntie of nieces and nephews that I love like they were my own children. So that's so far right now.
I think there's another question. The phone just rang.
Yes. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric 99. Good question. I was going to ask that question.
Yes.
You got me. So by the way, I was before. Okay. Sylvia?
Says, since you have done like Rosebud, she says, if you have given a chance to be an actress, what type of movie do you want? What type of she's asking like what role do you want to play?
Yeah. What's your dream role? What's your dream role?
That's
from who? From the question is from who?
Sylvia of Orange County.
Hi, Sylvia of Orange County. Thanks for watching.
Hi,
and the question was, what is your dream role?
Oh my goodness. Wow, I have so many. I have to admit that as a storyteller, I am so passionate about just telling a story that is inspiring. So it could be, a homeless woman, and it could be an international spy. That being said, though, what is one of the dream roles that I have in my head? I would love a role that is very much like a international spy, kick-butt superhero.
Tomb Raider? You'll be the Asian. You'll be the Asian
Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
But at the same time, this is going to sound a little crazy. You know how we have supermoms out there? They're like trying to juggle the career and the family, and they have to, manage all of those responsibilities. I would actually love to see a character like that, and I would want to play that.
That sounds good. Right? Your dream role.
Yes.
There's another question. And by the way, now I'm kind of relating to you about like your role at Pretty Rosebud. Pretty Rosebud. I'm getting tongue twist right now. Pretty Rosebud, about like how the cultural expectations that at certain age you're gonna have kids, you're gonna be so I'm kind of like because they're asking about you having a family, having kids. So I think and congratulations to your kitty and congratulations for being Anne. Right?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I could do an entire show just about my nieces and nephews and my cat.
Maybe we can talk about that later. Okay, another question.
Tess from San Bruno.
Oh, Tess from we're coming all the way from San
Francisco.
Oh, yay!
Hi, Tess.
She says, I'm your avid fan.
Wow, Tess.
More power to you. More power to
Okay. So hi, Tess from San Bruno, and thank you for watching. Is there anything else that you would like to say to all our viewers out there? Do you have any, of course, to your husband and to your loved ones, to anybody that you want to say hi to all over the world?
Yes, actually, Thank you, Tess, for texting in. Thank you for your support and for being a fan. And to all you fans and supporters out there, Pretty Rosebud, as you were talking about, will be shown in theaters and at festivals starting 2014. Please visit our website, which is just prettyrosebud.com. So that's prettyrosebud.com. And you know what? Even better, write some comments in there, and we'd love to hear from you.
All right, so don't forget www.prettyrosebud.com, and of course here in our show, thefilipinocentral.com, we would like to be, of course you're known, you're popular, you're a Filipino-American Hollywood actress, and you're here. We want you to be inspirational to all the people out there who want to be like you, that you never given up on your dream, and you want to be as an actress, and you want to like really portray the role that you want to be. And to all the viewers out there, can you say anything, word of advices to everybody?
Yes. Something that I will always hear, or a question that I would hear growing up, like, who's your role model? Whose footsteps would you like to follow? And I would get really frustrated because sometimes there isn't somebody who is exactly like you, who looks like you, who had your background, that did what you did or did what you want to do. So what I say is, yes, you can grab pieces of advice or of inspiration from different people, but I say break your own ground. You don't need to have had someone do it before you in order for it to make it a possibility for you.
That's a good one. Break your own ground. I like that. We should have that on the shirt. We should have that on the shirt. Yes. Okay, may mahaba pa. There's another question.
Great.
Long Island.
From who?
Long Island.
From Long Island. Okay.
What is your next movie?
What is your next movie? From
Yes.
what's his name again?
Hamir.
Hamir from Long Island. Thanks for watching, and he wants to ask you what's your next movie.
So, hi, Hamir from Long Island. I actually have a number of productions or projects in the works. There is a screenplay that my husband and I co-wrote. Actually, he wrote the brunt of it, and I was more of the editor and sometimes inspiring element. It's called Lunar Ticking, and I will actually be playing a supporting role, and he will be playing a lead role in that film. I'm also attached to a number of other projects which haven't, they're still in the pre-production stage, so I don't want to say too much about them, but one of them, I can say I would play like an evil queen. Another one, talking about many different types of roles, another one I would be playing a kind of seductress.
I like the seductress one.
So those are a lot of fun, and I think those are the big ones thus far. For writing, I'm just going to put it out there. I am working on a project right now. It's still in its very, very nascent stages, but I am very fascinated with how we as human beings deal with death in all its forms. A loved one, or maybe a complete stranger, or even a pet. It's very impactful. I think that we have a hard time sometimes fully understanding what it's like to cross from this life to the next, to the spiritual world.
You probably need my advice there too, since I'm a hospice nurse,
Yes,
right?
yes, exactly.
There's a reason why we met today.
That's right.
I like this girl.
That's right.
We're gonna have a show next time. She'll be my co-host. GG started. Judy too. Yes. Okay. What's in before we end the show, that's when people have been like, coming up here and asking so much questions. And we have one more question.
John Red.
Okay, John Red.
John Red. I think he's a Filipino.
Okay.
I'm a movie director.
He's a movie director, John Red.
If you're given a time, what time frame do you want to make a movie with me? He said.
Okay. Hi, John Red, and I think, where can he contact you, by the way?
Yes. Well, you know what? The best person to speak with would be my manager, Eileen O'Farrell. And she knows my schedule even better than me.
Does she have any Facebook or anything where John Red could contact your manager?
Yes. In fact, this is really funny. I know I have her on speed dial, but I believe it's 818.
Oh, you're gonna broadcast it?
985, and she won't mind.
Okay, so the number is?
Oh my gosh.
What's her name again, Eileen?
Eileen O'Farrell.
Eileen O'Farrell?
She doesn't mind me. 818-985-3136.
Can you repeat that again, please?
818.
Oh my God, your phone is... Eileen, phone to be blasting.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, everyone, yeah. 985-3136, that's right.
Just...
or better yet, just...
She probably have Facebook?
She is on Facebook.
Yeah,
Facebook
okay.
is probably better.
Exactly.
Facebook is better.
Okay. What's her name on Facebook?
It's just Eileen, E-I-L-E-E-N, Eileen, and then O'Farrell, O''F-A-R-R-E-L-L.
Or better yet, if you have any more questions for her, you can always text. We can always have the number below our screen right now. It's 213-447-9132. So before we end the show again, we're gonna of course again show you guys the trailer for her movie, coming out movie, Pretty Rosebud, in Tagalog, Magandang Ubod ng Rosas. Can you say that again? Can you say that again?
Magandang Ubod ng Rosas.
Yes, Pretty Rosebud. And of course, before we end the show, together here at FilipinoCentral.com, together we can build a strong Filipino Central. All right, bye. Bye. Bye, Mom. Marie.
I was told that a good, happy life was achieved if you loved your family, went to church, excelled in your job.
You must be very proud of your wife. She's a huge asset to my campaign.
Loved and supported your partner. I did all the right things, but I only disappointed everyone.
God damn it, sissy!
Especially myself.
Sisi, you should start having children.
My crazy wife's so busy at work, she doesn't have time for me, let alone kids.
So I stopped doing the right thing.
All work and no play makes Sissy a dull girl.
I play enough. Why spend one more minute of your life waiting to live it?
You tell me when.
Alright guys, this is the last segment of the show, Wednesday Star Talent. Thank you guys for watching so much. Hi to Val Villar and everybody else who's watching there right now. And of course, please come back again next Wednesday. Watch us here, Wednesday Star Talent. And of course, would you like to say hi to anybody?
Yes, Guapo, I love you. That's my husband. And Dad and Mom, I love you too. Thank you for everything. Mwah.
And of course, I would like to say hi to my mom all the way back in the Philippines. Marie Galura, I love you too. And here at the FilipinoCentral.com, together we can build a strong Filipino Central. Bye! Mwah. Mwah.
Mahal kita!
Mabuhay! Mabuhay! So you're going to be doing that too?
Oh, yes. But I...
The views and opinions expressed here are only those of the hosts, guests and viewers and not necessarily reflect those of the syndication partners, management, our hosts or advertisers. While we make every effort to give our best possible shows, we don't guarantee a 100% accuracy in terms of advices or something. Wednesday Star Talents and www.thefilipinoscentral.com, its hosts, partners, advertisers, or any other related show are not liable for any damages occur in any way. Please note that these programs are for entertainment purposes only.